been a blast. Teenage dreams and neon screens. It was all bad, you know what I mean. Like, you know, it's like whatever, together forever. We're never gonna sever. Laughing, sharing our stories clever. We'll take you back. It's like whatever.
Welcome to Like Whatever, a podcast for, by, and about Gen X. I'm Nicole, and this is my BFFF, Heather.
Hello.
So, we join you today with breaking news.
Breaking news.
Firstly, the sad passing. We just read right before we came on the air that James Van Der Beek,
Dawson.
48 years old.
Man, I knew he was sick. He did not look good last time I saw him.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I hang out with James Van Der Beek too often, but you know.
I do. I did.
Not anymore.
But yeah, very sad to report. But Heather has the more mind-blowing.
It's all over everywhere that pop, and I know it's been a thing for years that possibly Kurt Cobain did not unalive himself. Mm-hmm. But there seems to be some evidence that maybe it was a homicide. Mm-hmm. Now, Seattle police is not saying they're going to reopen the investigation like I thought I had read, but apparently a new independent group has looked at it and said, yeah, it might be a little bit different than what we thought.
Yeah, I mean, the article you read me before we came on, there seems to be a lot of evidence.
Yeah. And I had heard of it, and then when I went to look it up, because I knew I'd read it just yesterday, I was like, I swear to, and then it was like 15 different pages popped up, and I was like, okay, so it isn't just me.
So the independent investigators have deemed it a homicide.
Homicide. Yes.
You said 10 times the heroin dosage of a high-using heroin
addict.
Found in his system, and that he died with his organs.
Yes, it looked more like an overdose death than a shotgun to the
So it
noodle.
sounds like the shot was done by someone else, and the rest of it was staged.
Yes.
And there was more evidence. Highly recommend to look it up.
Yep.
I did just post an article on our page too. It was by Vice, and I think they're kind of reputable.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but none of the major news outlets have put it out yet. So
I know it's been a rumor for a long, long time.
yeah, but there's also conspiracy theories that Elvis is still alive. And
What do you mean he's not?
I mean, if he's still alive, that's pretty amazing.
You know what? With his diet and stuff, it would be a miracle.
It would be.
Got to be in his 100 by now.
So yeah, so that's the breaking news we had for you today.
Yeah.
But,
I'm sure there's more that we just didn't, because we got trapped on those two.
Yeah. I mean, who else knows what's happening out there in Gen X land today?
Yeah, Nicole just got back yesterday from her.
I did.
Little
So
vacay.
I haven't even really seen any news. I was in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. It was lovely.
Lovely.
I did have the ID channel in English.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Very
definitely.
important.
Very, very important. Yeah, I stayed on an all-inclusive resort, and it was just like the White Lotus. Everybody's there, and they are super wealthy. I'm not, but
You can pretend.
yeah. And there's bickering, and there's gossiping, and there's everybody just sits in one place. The crazy thing to me is we were there for 5 days and 4 nights. And we had a beautiful room with an ocean view, as well as being able to look out of the private pool that's just for the people right there in your little area.
Oh, nice.
So it's the same, like 20 people there every day. Mm-hmm. And lost my train of thought. I told her she's going to have to
There's a lot of
edit
editing.
a lot of this episode because my brain's still in the island. And yeah, I traveled all day yesterday, so not quite all there today.
I'm never quite all there, so I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, so that, okay, I remember where I was going. And you get up in the morning, you go out on your patio and you watch the waves and you watch the sun come up and the palm trees sway. It is super windy there, by the way.
We're used to that, though.
Yeah, but down on the resort, you don't even feel the wind. Like the way everything is built, it blocks it. But the pine trees aren't pine. Palm trees are like blowing over.
We have pine trees.
Yes, we do. Yes. So, yeah, everybody just comes down to the pool all day and sits and drinks, and there's staff that walk around and get your drinks for you, get you anything you want. I mean, you literally don't pay for anything, and you can have anything you want anytime you want it. It's so out of my element, so uncomfortable. Like, staff loved us because we're normal people.
Yeah.
And we didn't complain and we didn't demand or anything like that. But like the one couple from Canada, oh my God, she was the worst. So annoying. So annoying. She'd get really, really drunk and then she'd just go around and sit and just talk everybody's ear off.
Right.
And then she'd move on to the next group, and all the staff didn't like her, and she complained about everything. She kept bitching about the K-cup thing in her room. Well, you usually set a K-cup down in this one. You had to turn it sideways and put it in. It took me a second. It was a cute little Nescafe machine. I want one for home, and then a little espresso
I love the
cup.
I love the Nescafe pods or whatever.
I asked my friend, do you think they'll notice if the Nescafe machine's missing?
They're expensive too.
Yeah. So she's bitching that it didn't work. Okay, I get that she couldn't figure it out. It took me a minute to figure it out. But then I told her how to do it. But she continued to bitch about it every day that it didn't work. Yeah, so that kind of thing going on. Like, that's what the rich people do.
Yeah.
And it's so lame.
Rich people problems.
Yeah. But we had like a private walk down to the beach, which was right there. I mean, pools everywhere, entertainment all over the place. Mm-hmm. Dinner was amazing. We went out. It was my friend's birthday on Monday, and we went for French that night. Mm-hmm. It was delicious. I had the best lobster bisque I've ever had. It was a brown, like brown gravy almost looking. Huh. But I mean, not that thick, but that color.
Right.
Oh, man, it was good. Ooh. And they would have, all of a sudden, like every 20 minutes, they'd blare music and dancers would come in and dance around the restaurant. And it was really cool. It was a neat experience to get to see kind of how the other half live.
Sure.
But the Canadian annoying people, they're there for 3 weeks. And then there was a German guy there with his girlfriend, and he told the obnoxious Canadian lady, well, let me know if whatever you need, because I was here for 7 months last year. For 7 months, you had a hotel room and you went and sat by the pool.
I mean, rich people problems.
But you can't find anything more entertaining. Like,
I mean, maybe that's what they
how
find.
do you not get bored as hell?
I feel like I would not give up. I don't want to sit by a pool all day, but if you just stuck me in a hotel room for 7 months by myself, I feel like I'd be okay. I feel like it'd be fine. And you just brought me food? Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, free room service whenever you want it. The breakfast buffet, my God, it was incredible.
We're totally going to have to take a cruise then.
Oh, my gosh.
I always wanted to go on one of those. It's just a cruise to nowhere where they just run you out to sea and back. Like you don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time I was on a cruise, no, the time before that, I went down the last cruise I was on was a Disney cruise. And I am a big Disney fan, but I would not do the cruise again.
Kids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They have adult areas, but it's a lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love cruising. Mm-hmm. I love, yeah, you can just, and I don't ever even get off the boat anymore. I've been to the Bahamas so many times. I'm like, I don't even need to get up. Why would you get off the boat? What would be the point?
But it was just so crazy how kind and nice all the staff were. And all the men in the Dominican are beautiful. Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Our personal concierge, Jimmy. Mm-hmm. Oof, man, he was a very pretty man. And it always smelled so good.
We should definitely go on a cruise.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should put up a Patreon or something to send us on a cruise, guys. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We'll do content from the cruise.
Exactly. We'll share it with you. And so my new favorite drink from there, because wherever I go, I find a new favorite drink. So this time a strawberry mojito. So it's rum, a strawberry liqueur, lime juice, club soda, and mint. So they crush the mint and the lime in the bottom and mix. Oh my gosh. It was amazing.
That's not my...
Yeah, and that was, I think, the first thing that I texted my youngest daughter, because she went to Punta Cana back in the fall. So I sent her a picture of it, and she wrote back, strawberry mojito. I was like, yep. And she was like, try it frozen. I was like, I already did. So we text for a day or two, and then she sends me a text and says, I'm so jealous. I just booked a trip for Puerto Rico in 2 weeks.
I've always wanted to go to Puerto Rico.
I do too.
You know you don't need a passport. You know why? Because it's part of the United States.
It's part of the United States of America, everyone. Well, those of you listening to this probably know that, but others do not. So, yeah. And so I watched the Super Bowl with a whole big party over on a big screen. I didn't really watch much of the Super Bowl, but I was front row
So boring.
for the Bad Bunny show, and I just thought he just knocked it out of the park. I was dancing so hard. I loved it. And I got a front row seat, I'm assuming because people got offended and left when that part of it came up. They probably went to watch the Kid Rock show somewhere. But there were, and I know some of them felt this way because one of my friends I went with, she was sitting in the pool talking with someone, I forget where she was from. And so I swam up to chat with them. And they were talking about football and the Super Bowl. And we said something about going to watch the Super Bowl that night. And she's like, oh, no. And we were like, oh, you're not football fans? She's like, we used to be they're from Pittsburgh. We used to be die-hard Pittsburgh fans. But with all the politics, I was like, okay, bye. So I turned around and swam away.
Bye-bye,
I was
then.
like, nope. I'm going to see myself out of this conversation. Thanks.
This seems to be an A-B conversation, so I'm going to see my way out of it.
Yes. But yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And then one of the wilder parts, I'm down on the beach with my friends, and they were behind. I'm a fast walker, so I'd gotten like...
She is. That's terrible.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the worst.
So I gotten way ahead of them. And a local approaches me, and he's got all these like wooden tchotchkes hanging from him, and he's showing me this turtle, and he puts it in my hand, and he's got an elephant, and I'm just like being polite, and he's flirting and giving me hugs, and so I'm like, oh no, and then all of a sudden he goes, I have weed and cocaine. I was like, oh. Okay, so this is a cover. Thanks, but no thanks. But yeah,
I'm all good.
Yeah. But it's right there on the beaches on the resort. So, it's on the down low. Drugs are illegal in the Dominican Republic. So I asked my friends, I'm like, do you think they actually hire these guys to come down here to supply drugs to these people? Because there are a lot of rich people. I'm sure a lot of cocaine gets used down there. And then we decided maybe not hire them, but just let them be there. So, because if not, if you want it, you're going to get it. And then people are going to be leaving and going into town and getting murdered. And that's not a good look for the resort. So, yeah. So I'd imagine they're not necessarily hired help, but definitely allowed to do it.
They're sanctioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But besides that one little shyster, it was great. Nothing bad happened.
Good.
Nobody. Oh, I will say, like, the next day, I was out on my patio in the morning, and I'm looking out on the beach, and he's down there waving at me. And I was like, oh, we're locking our screen door tonight to the patio because we're only on the second floor. So I'm sure he can climb the palm trees outside of our room. So, yeah, but it was good. It was relaxing, beautiful weather.
Good.
Yeah. Now I'm home in the cold.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be home, though.
Good.
My cats are happy I'm home.
I bet.
They have been up my butt.
I bet. I did nothing. I stalked Nicole.
She did. She made me do that damn Life 360.
Oh, now she loves it.
Well, I love it with you. I've always found it incredibly creepy that everyone tracks their family members and their friends. My daughter has gotten into fights with friends because they invited her over and she didn't go and she ended up going somewhere else. And then they're pissy because I'm just like, what in the hell? But yeah, so before I left, Heather sends me this app and I'm like, what is this?
I said, I must stalk you now.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and then meanwhile, so this is Miss isn't interested. And then I get a text at 10:30 at night on the Super Bowl. Why am I just now getting home? So don't let her fool you.
Yeah, we're going to full on stalk each other now.
Why are you getting home so late? It's the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was probably a little tipsy by then, too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. I have nothing. I went to work. That was all.
Okay.
I worked today. It was my day off. I worked it.
Saturday was bitter cold.
Oh, geez, Louise. God damn. I blocked that shit out. Man. Holy hell.
Yeah, I'm glad I missed that.
It doesn't get cold. It gets cold. It's chilly here. We'll just say that. Because we do have, Chicago friends and Canadian friends.
Right.
It gets chilly here. Well, you all sent your weather on Saturday and y'all can have it back because it was brutal.
Well, that was the funny thing, too, because there were a number of Canadians there. And we're like, oh, we just talked to so-and-so. And they said it's -8 or feels like -8. And they're like, oh, it's actually -40 where we live. We were like,
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. I don't need to have that weather again.
Yeah, but they choose to live there.
Right?
It's not supposed to be this cold for this long.
No. And that's the thing. It's not supposed to be this cold this long.
Right.
Like it'll get this cold.
Yeah, for
like
a couple days.
Yeah. But this has been like a full on, we're pushing a month now with this cold weather.
Yes. But 50s this week?
Yeah, finally the snow is melting.
Yeah, finally. I was not happy to come home to all that snow is still on the ground.
I'm tired of trudging through it and whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, that was her
All right.
fun-filled week.
I felt like I had something else to share, but...
I don't have anything to share. Literally nothing.
Yeah. All right. That's good. I probably don't either. Like I said, my brain's not working too well today. The Punta Cana airport was lovely. It's funny, they don't have restaurants and bars like what we're used to. They had 2 food courts, and in the food court was Taco Bell, Pizza Hut,
I fucking love that.
Wendy's, and one other one. I can't remember what it was, but that's all you could eat. There was a bar, one big bar, but usually you get into an airport, you can't smoke cigarettes. So they had the most beautiful smoking area right by the gate. It was this huge outdoor space, totally covered, but totally everything's open. Nothing's actually closed up. Well, the airport's closed up, but plants, these big wooden, beautiful rockers, cushiony seats.
Nice.
Just for the smokers.
A lot of Europeans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that was the fun part, too. You're walking around. This is going to sound dumb, but I'm going to say it anyway. People just look like people. You don't know. And you're walking by somebody and they're speaking in some other language. You're like, so many people from so many places there. It was really cool. But yeah, we had a good time. It was a good amount of time. I was ready to come home.
I'm sure.
Yes. I missed my kitties. So yeah, that's my vacation.
Yay. Vacation.
All right. So now let's fuck around and find out about Nelson Mandela. I was looking for a topic this week, so I pulled a This Week in History search, and this week, I believe it was the 11th.
Today.
Today's the 11th. Oh, it might have been today. In 1990, he was released from prison. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good one. Plus, with how screwed up the world is right now, we could all use a little reminding of doing good.
I just
for the better of the people.
Hang out on TikTok in my little skit zone where they some restaurant skits and some hairdresser skits. There's a wedding
Avoid all the
planner.
politics.
Yep, I know. Politics come on and I go, nope. Nope, there's some birds. What I want.
I mean, I know it's getting bad because I was watching the news this morning and Rand Paul has come out and said he does not agree with what's going on and he is open to agreeing with the Democrats on ICE. This is like what he's talking about. Yeah, so it's getting pretty bad when those hardcore guys are like, we may be going too far at this point. We need to reel this in a little bit here. All right, so I got my information this week from thefactfile.org and Britannica.com. One of my favorite places to get my stuff. All right, Nelson Mandela was born July 18th, 1918 in South Africa, and he died December 5th, 2013. He was a black nationalist and the first black president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. His negotiations in the early 1990s with South African President F.W. de Klerk helped end the country's apartheid system of racial segregation and ushered in a peaceful transition to majority rule. They were in minority rule. Yes. But yeah. Mandela and de Klerk were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize of Peace in 1993 for their efforts. Because that's how you earn a Nobel Peace Prize.
What? You don't just get one? What?
You don't make war and get a Nobel Peace Prize.
Can I just say for a second that I'll probably cut this part out, but maybe not because I'm feeling frisky.
Okay.
You know, I have been accused of summoning demons a lot. And I say to myself, why would I live the life I live if I, in fact, could summon a demon?
Right.
Or had time with the devil to sell my soul.
Like demon services at your fingertips.
Right.
Right.
I would have a peace prize by now. I certainly wouldn't be living the way I live. Just saying. Yeah. I would have a peace prize.
Makes sense.
If I could conjure demons. I can't. Therefore, I do not have.
All right. Nelson Mandela was the son of Chief Henry Mandela and the Madiba clan, Oh man, there's going to be a lot of words I don't know how to say right here because I don't know anything about languages in Africa.
Hey, it's Pat Green. Ever feel like your life is straight out of a Stranger Things scene, but the monsters were people and experiences? My Hearts of Glass books have that vibe of 80s nostalgia, minus the Demogorgons. Set in the late 80s, Fox Valley Mall near Chicago, it's a story of Cassie, a punk rock girl, Ford, a traumatized former child model, and Jenny, a preppy dreamer, all outsiders who band together. In the middle of neon and trauma, they discover a found family where none existed before. I wanted to capture that raw Gen X truth. After all those iconic John Hughes moments, real life still threw us curveballs. If you've ever craved a story about healing from trauma and growing up with heart, this could be it. Grab Hearts of Glass Living in a Real World and its companion Hearts of Glass Fade Away and Radiate at patgreenauthor.com or barnstormerpublishing.com. It's available in ebook, audiobook, and paperback. Dive into an 80s time capsule with characters who feel like old friends.
Speaking of Xhosa, this is spelled Xhosa. I am assuming that's how you pronounce it. But one of the staff in Punta Cana's name was Sosa. Dude, the muscles on this man.
Yeah.
My God. All right. Anyway.
Was his first name Sammy?
That's what I asked. But his first name was Sosa.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So not Sammy Sosa.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right. Yep. I asked the same thing. And he's probably so sick of that question.
I have no doubt. Goddamn American.
Yep. After his father's death, young Nelson was raised by, the regent of Tambu. I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to say he was the regent. Nelson renounced his claim to the chieftainship to become a lawyer. He attended South African Native College, later the University of Fort Hare, and studied law at the University of the Witwatersrand. Witwatersrand is probably the right way to say it, instead of pronouncing each syllable. He later passed the qualification exam to become a lawyer. In 1944, he joined the African National Congress, a black liberation group, and became a leader of its youth league. That same year, he met and married Evelyn Mace. Mandela subsequently held another ANC leadership position through which he helped revitalize the organization and oppose the apartheid policies of the ruling National Party. In 1952, in Johannesburg, the fellow ANC leader Oliver Tambo Mandela established South Africa's first black law practice, specializing in cases resulting from the post-1949 apartheid legislation. Also that year, Mandela played an important role in launching a campaign of defiance against South Africa's past laws, which requires non-whites to carry documents known as passes, passbooks, or reference books. Where have I heard that before?
Where are your papers?
Authorizing their presence in areas that the government deemed restricted, generally reserved for white people. Like our whole country.
Like the Super Bowl.
At this time.
Oh, my
Yeah. Yeah, I read something the other day that was like, y'all didn't understand Kendrick Lamar's halftime show either, so clearly it's not a language barrier.
Right.
He traveled throughout the country as part of the campaign trying to build support for nonviolent means of protest against the discriminatory laws. In 1955, he was involved in drafting the Freedom Charter, a document calling for non-racial social democracy in South Africa. Mandela's anti-apartheid activism made him a frequent target of the authorities. Starting in 1952, he was intermittently banned, severely restricted in travel, association, and speech. In December 1956, he was arrested with more than 100 other people on charges of treason that were designed to harass anti-apartheid activists. Mandela went on trial that same year and eventually was acquitted in 1961. During the extended court proceedings, he divorced his first wife and married Nomzamo Winifred. I'm not even going to try her last name. Her last name was then Mandela. I don't want to be mean. After the massacre of unarmed black South Africans by police force at Sharpeville in 1960 and the subsequent banning of the ANC, Mandela abandoned his nonviolent stance and began advocating acts of sabotage against the South African regime. He went underground, during which time he became known as the Black Pimpernel for his ability to evade capture, and was one of the founders of Spear of the Nation, the military wing of the ANC. In 1962, he went to Algeria for training in guerrilla warfare and sabotage, returning to South Africa later that year. On August 5th, shortly after his return, Mandela was arrested at a roadblock in Natal. He was subsequently sentenced to 5 years in prison. In 1963, the imprisoned Mandela and several other men were tried for sabotage, treason, and violent conspiracy in the infamous Rivonia Trial, named after a fashionable suburb of Johannesburg, where raiding police had discovered quantities of arms and equipment at the headquarters of the underground, that thing I said before.
Right.
Okay. Mandela's speech from the dock, in which he admitted the truth of some of the charges made against him, was a classic defense of liberty and defiance of tyranny. His speech garnered international attention and acclaim and was published later that year as I Am Prepared to Die. On June 12, 1964, he was sentenced to life imprisonment, narrowly escaping the death penalty. From 64 to 82, Mandela was incarcerated at Robben Island Prison off Cape Town. He was subsequently kept at the maximum security Pollsmoor Prison until 1988, when, after being treated for tuberculosis, he was transferred to Victor Verster Prison near Paarl. The South African government periodically made conditional offers of freedom to Mandela, most notably in 1976, on the condition that he recognized the newly independent and highly controversial status of the Transkei Bantustan and agree to reside there. An offer made in 1985 required that he renounce the use of violence. Mandela refused both these offers, the second on the premise that not only free men were able to engage in such negotiations, and as a prisoner, he was not a free man. Throughout his incarceration, Mandela retained wide support among South Africa's Black population, and his imprisonment became a cause, that looks like a French word.
Celebrity.
Okay. Among the international community that condemned apartheid. As South Africa's political situation deteriorated in 1983, and particularly after 1988, he was engaged by ministers of President P.W. Botha's government in exploratory negotiations he made with Botha's successor, Del Kirk, in December 1989.
Did you know? I Googled it because I had a feeling.
Okay.
That the Mandela Effect
Oh.
is called that because a paranormal researcher, Fiona Broom, coined the term after realizing many people shared a vivid, false memory of Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, when he actually lived until 2013, becoming South Africa's president.
I feel like I remember that. Thinking
That one
he
I
had
don't
died.
remember.
Yeah.
She discovered this shared false memory around 2009, 2010, realizing she wasn't alone in remembering Mandela's funeral from prison.
Wow. That's so cool.
The Berenstain Bears is another one. It's actually the Berenstain Bears.
Are we the only generation that did this?
It's funny that you should say, not to discount Mr. Mandela, but there is a thing that said at some point during the 80s, something happened where we jumped timelines. And they either are trying to erase everything that happened or something went horribly wrong or something like either the World War III did in fact happen, and they have tried to erase it from our memories or something, because that's not crazy.
With Shazam and a Mandela funeral.
Exactly. And I didn't, until just a second when I looked that up, did not know that the term had not even been coined until 2009.
I didn't either. I assumed, I don't know, when I
another
think
Mandela
Mandela, I
effect.
think something kind of like Asian, like India, Asia kind of thing, like
Right.
Mandela. That's
Mandela.
yeah, that's kind of what I think. Not that I ever put any thought into where the Mandela effect came from, but if you were to ask me, that's probably what I would have said.
Well, and then why is it just us?
Right.
Like,
That's what I mean.
yeah, I know. Like,
Because I don't think it's happened in like
anywhere else.
I don't think my kids have things they think they remember from their childhood.
Or
that
my
didn't actually
mom,
happen.
that's like,
Right.
Hey, I remember when that nuclear bomb dropped in Berlin,
and everybody
or
died.
something. Yeah,
I totally remember it.
How about that?
All right. On February 11th, 1990, it was today. Go me. Today is Wednesday, by the way. We are taping a day late because
Somebody
I
was jet setting around the damn
international. Mrs. Worldwide. Just like Pitbull.
Oh, God.
I love me some Mr. Worldwide.
Absolutely hate Pitbull.
That's how I feel about Bruno Mars. So I get it. They're kind of the same cliche. But for some reason, I just love Pitbull.
And Sirius Satellite Radio has like Pitbull channel, and I'm just like, I
Oh, how could you listen to that all the time?
cannot. That's how I feel about reggae also.
Oh.
Yeah. I do not like it. Sam I am. You know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't boycott an entire football game if they were to, I don't know, have some reggae artist. I would say, you know what? Some halftime shows are not for me. And this one
Exactly.
would be one. And you know what I would do? Exactly what I did in this halftime show, which also was not for me. I went and had cake.
I will say, if they ever do a country halftime show,
I will
I'm
boycott
out.
that one.
I will turn the TV off until it's over.
I will not watch it.
But and that's nothing against anybody who likes country music. No. My ears just can't take it.
I don't care
can
for
listen
country.
to anything but.
Yeah.
All right. February 11th, 1990. The South African government under President de Klerk released Mandela from prison. Shortly after his release, Mandela was chosen deputy president of the ANC. He became president of the party in July 1991. Mandela led the ANC in negotiations with the Klerk. I'm sure I'm saying that.
It's just the clerk. You're right.
I'm trying to say it all accenty. It's because I've been in a foreign-speaking country.
Now, see, she's that girl. No, just kidding.
No. I have been very conscious, though, when I'm walking into places, not being like, hola.
I would like a
Gracias.
quesadilla.
Some salsa.
A margarita. I can't roll my R's, so it would be no good in speaking Spanish.
It did inspire me, though. Like, I had 10 years of Spanish back in, like, through middle school, high school, and 2 years in college. I was pretty fluent, and then I never used it. So I'm sure it's in there, but it's definitely not usable.
John Stewart was funny because he said, I guess these people, the people who were boycotting had never been to the biblioteca. And I never took Spanish, but I did take French. And I do know that you do have to ask for the library a lot. In every language, that is a phrase they teach you. Où est la bibliothèque? And I don't know why you would be in a foreign country and need to know where the library is.
Mm-hmm. Well, back in our day, we might needed an encyclopedia to look up something we wanted to find out about the country that we were in.
Well, that's...
But my therapist, I think I talked about the bingo card that my therapist is having me do.
No.
So this happened around New Year's because she asked me about a resolution. I don't do resolutions because they never work, and then you just feel like shit about yourself. So What's the point? So she had this. She had found this idea. Actually, gotten it from a friend of hers. That you take a blank bingo card and you put things you want to achieve during the year.
Right.
And then each time you get bingo, you reward yourself. I've decided I'm going to buy shoes every time I get bingo.
Great idea.
Yeah. And one of the things I put in there was to relearn Spanish. And I have gone onto the community college page. They do have the Spanish 1 and 2. I think if I can get those 2 down and get the basics back, then maybe I could do like one of the apps or something. But I want to actually speak it with somebody and try to pull it out of there. So yeah, that was one of my my squares.
We should go back to 1984, 5.
Oh,
so
nice.
let's hear some music.
Because Larry Cutie light, we're laughing through her teenage plight. So grab your snacks and brace your soul. This middle school madness out of control.
All right, so this is our Nicole's 1984 diary entry segment. We are on Monday, April 16th.
Great, we have to go back to school, don't we?
Today was the first day of the end of Easter vacation.
The first day of the end of Easter vacation. Okay.
At school, it felt weird not having to go to Miss Fox's and school.
Oh.
Yeah, my whole world was turned upside down.
I can see.
Today we cleaned the house. And my room is finally clean.
Good.
Which is weird because I never had a clean room.
I never had one either. I still don't.
My sister is back to begging me to fix breakfast.
God damn it.
Today was my stepsister's birthday. My parents bought her a blue bunny, and me and my sister got her a blue bathing suit.
She must enjoy the color blue.
She must have liked blue. We all got her cards, and Nana gave her a $5 bill.
Oh.
which is what Nan did with all of her grandchildren. And she was always on time. You got that card when you were supposed to get it. It had a $5 bill. And the year you turned 18, you got no more money.
Yep.
I'm still her granddaughter after that, but I still got, I would have loved to have gotten $5.
You're no longer in need of $5. That's when you need it more than ever. Like,
exactly.
Don't give it to me when I'm 5. Give it to
my
me when
parents
I'm
are
20.
paying for everything now.
It's funny because not my grandmother, because my grandmother was a raging bitch, but my mom's bestie, her mother would send my sister and I a $5 bill for our birthdays.
That is precious. At
Much past the time we were 18, by the way.
At least somebody loved you.
Yeah, well, few and far between, but yeah.
All right, so that is the end of this year in 1984.
Yeah, I guess we're
the year of 1984.
It is spring break, so we're on the end of spring break, I guess. What did you only have, like 4 days of spring break or something?
I don't know. It didn't feel like we used to have a month off for like Christmas and Easter.
I had a week.
I think we had a week.
But I had I had weirdness at my school because we had a winter break too at the end of January. We had the last week of January off. And then we had a week off in April because everybody's parents owned businesses at the beach, so you couldn't travel in the summer. So they allotted time for it in the winter.
And I'll bet the week in January was so that all those rich folks could take their vacations.
Ski trips.
Yeah. Yeah. Or all-inclusive resorts.
We went skiing.
All right. Back to Mr. Mandela.
Yes.
The amazing Mr. Mandela. Yes. In April 1994, the Mandela-led ANC won South Africa's first election by universal suffrage, and on May 10th, Mandela was sworn in as president of the country's first multi-ethnic government. He established in 1995 the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which investigated human rights violations under apartheid, and he introduced housing, education, and economic development initiatives designed to improve the living standards of the country's black population. In 1996, he oversaw the enactment of the new democratic constitution. Mandela resigned his post with the ANC in December 1997, transferring leadership of the party to his designated successor, Thabo Mbeki. Mandela and somebody else, his second wife, divorced in 1996. And in 1998, Mandela married Graca Machel, the widow of Samora Machel, the former Mozambican president and leader of Frelimo. Mandela did not seek a second term as South African president and was succeeded by Mbeki in 1999. After leaving office, Mandela retired from active politics but maintained a strong international presence as the advocate of peace, reconciliation, and social justice, often through the work of the Nelson Mandela Foundation, which was established in 1999. He was a founding member of the Elders, a group of international leaders established in 2007 for the promotion of conflict resolution and problem solving throughout the world. In 2008, Mandela was feted with several celebrations in South Africa, Great Britain, and other countries in honor of his 90th birthday. Mandela Day, observed on Mandela's birthday, was created to honor his legacy by promoting community service around the world. It was first observed on July 18th, 2009, and was sponsored primarily by the Nelson Mandela Foundation and the 46664 initiative, the Foundation's HIV and AIDS Global Awareness and Prevention Campaign. Later that year, the United Nations declared that the day would be observed annually as Nelson Mandela International Day. Nelson Mandela's writings and speeches were collected in I Am Prepared to Die in 1964, No Easy Walk to Freedom in 1965, The Struggle is My Life, 1978. Sounds like the title to your book. and in his own words, which was published in 2003. The autobiography Long Walk to Freedom, which chronicles his early life and years in prison, was published in 1994. An unfinished draft of his second volume of memoirs was completed by Mandela Effect and released oh good lord.
I have heard it.
Posthumously.
I have heard it.
Posthumously.
I have heard it different ways, so I say
Right.
posthumously, but I have heard
Yeah.
it said the other way also.
Yeah.
I don't know what's right because I never actually bothered to look it up.
Okay. In Dare Not Linger, The Presidential Years, which was published in 2017. In 2024, 14 locations within South Africa were symbolic of Mandela's life and the country's struggle for human rights, liberation, and reconciliation, were collectively designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The locations include the Great Place the first three letters are MQH, so I'm not even going to try. Where Mandela was raised after his father's death. Multiple sites related to the 1960 Sharpeville massacre, the streets of Orlando West, the epicenter of the 1976 Soweto uprising, and the Union buildings in Pretoria, now the country seat of government. And I remember what I said. I wanted to say something in the beginning, and I couldn't remember what it was.
Okay.
Did you see that yesterday? The Trump administration removed the pride flag from the Stonewall National Monument?
Oh, no, I did not.
Because national monuments are only allowed to fly the American flag. I'm surprised he lets it stay.
Hold
a
up then.
national monument.
Hold up. Hold it. Let's back up.
Okay.
So I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't know for sure because don't know for sure. But I feel certain that there are at least one Confederate battleground that would also fly a Confederate flag.
I feel like I remember that because it was quite the big sting.
Yes. I feel like that there's at least probably one national
I bet there are
monument.
tons of them. He's not going after them.
Of course.
He's taking down the Black history in Philadelphia.
I know. And it's Black History Month, for the love of God.
For real.
For the love of God.
Exactly. Because it made George Washington look bad that he had slaves. Because none of us knew that.
It's a big fucking surprise that any of them had slaves.
Right. They all did. Yeah. Anyway, now we're going to have some quotes from Nelson Mandela.
Oh, good, because I can't hear any more
These
quotes.
will be ways to be better. Quote number 1. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. And you know what's funny about that? And just real quick, this weekend while I was away, I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and the government is supposed to be for the people. Like, the whole reason they're put into place is to do things that we want them to do and that need to be done for us.
Right.
And that has completely been lost. That's
Yes.
not.
Well, that's what happens when you put billionaires in charge of things.
Yes, exactly.
They are only out for themselves.
And you make it a pissing contest.
Yes, because I don't know if you know this, but billionaires keep their billions.
Yeah. And they don't care that you're
They
poor.
don't give a shit about you. Otherwise, they'd have given you some of their billions.
Or they'd just pay their taxes on their money.
Or they would
We
just
would be out of
pay
debt if they would pay their
Fucking
taxes.
like the rest of us fucking have to.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, next. See, these were supposed to be feel good.
They are. Feel good.
Next. It always seems impossible until it's done.
Not wrong.
Next. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles.
Which I would like to say, I don't know. I know that the whole Democratic world doesn't care for former President Biden like I do. But the man put Republicans in his cabinet for this exact
Yep.
reason.
Yep. Because
Just as an aside.
yeah.
Actually, people who were qualified
Right,
for
right.
said job.
Correct.
The best person, no matter their political affiliation or their color or their sexual orientation or what's between their legs. He put people. People.
Yeah.
Not sheeple, but people.
All right. Next.
I'm very ranty right now, so I'm
Good.
trying
I
to keep
love
it
it.
to
Bring
a
it.
minimum.
No, bring it. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up. Preach.
It's a Rocky speech also.
I know. It is not our diversity which divides us. It is not our ethnicity or religion or culture that divides us. Since we have achieved our freedom, there can only be one division amongst us, between those who cherish democracy and those who do not.
Speak the truth and shame the devil.
And my last quote, a critical, independent, and investigative press is the lifeblood of any democracy.
You are trying to get me fired up. She's trying. She's lighting the fire on the. I am trying to pull my fuse away from her.
All right. Well, I pulled up like all these really cool facts about.
Good. Maybe that'll settle me down.
Well, I'm going to jump down to the Nelson Mandela facts for kids, and hopefully that will
ease me.
Maybe. All right. First, Nelson Mandela is known for the anti-apartheid movement, both in South Africa and internationally. We did know that.
I did know that.
Apartheid was a government policy that segregated whites from non-whites. It meant that white and non-white people could not marry each other, could not share a table in a restaurant, could not form sports teams, and could not live in the same area. The policy was to discriminate between people based on their color and not allow them to have equal rights.
I don't even know. I just
Where have I heard
put a wall
that?
up. I mean,
Where have I heard that before? Something about
Crazy.
water fountains and bathrooms, schools. I don't know. So I heard it somewhere.
buses.
Nelson Mandela retired from politics in 1999 and advocated peace and social justice in his home country and around the world until his death in 2013. His original name was, please forgive me, Mr. Mandela, if you are listening, Rolilala. I think I did pretty good with that.
Sure.
One of his teachers named him Nelson out of a common practice of giving African students English names. It's funny because when I took Spanish class, we had to get Spanish names for in Spanish class.
We got French names. You know what mine was?
What?
Nicole.
I honestly
Not
don't
because
remember.
of you. I didn't know you then.
You knew you were going to know me.
No, it's because it's my middle name.
No, it's me. As a sign of respect, many South Africans refer to Nelson Mandela as Madiba, which is his clan's name. Or his clan name, not his clan's name. His name and his clan.
His clan.
You're right. During his time in school, he excelled at sports such as boxing and track, as well as in academics. Nelson Mandela was arrested along with 155 activists for the first time on December 5th, 1956. Nelson Mandela rose to international fame when he made a statement during the Rivonia Trial that if the situation demands, he is ready to die for his ideal of a democratic and free society that promotes equal opportunities and harmony for the public. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm crazy, Nelson Mandela.
Goose. And your ideals.
Did you know
Probably not.
Nelson Mandela has a species of spider and a prehistoric woodpecker named after him?
Did not. I would like a spider named after me, please.
I don't know the spider name, but it does have the prehistoric woodpecker here. It's the Australopithecus Nelson Mandela. Yeah. What I said. Yeah. South Africa hosted the 1995 Rugby World Cup under the government of Nelson Mandela. Mandela was a fan of Gandhi, and he admired him a lot for his peaceful nonviolence in India during that time. He's like, man, I wish I could be as peaceful as that guy.
Nobody can.
No, he was definitely unique. He was the recipient of more than 250 awards, including honorary degrees from more than 50 universities worldwide.
Wow.
Mandela was on the U.S. terrorism watch list until 2008, when the
Probably back on it.
yeah, even though he's dead. Yeah, when the then President George W. Bush signed a bill removing Mandela from it. Goddamn George Bush doing things that make me like him.
Remember when he was the worst thing we could imagine?
But he was a joke.
Remember?
Like, he was terrible, but David Letterman did a whole thing where he just made fun of the way he mispronounced words. Like,
and now
yeah,
we would like to go back to that
all
time.
day long. All day long. And finally, my final fun kids fact about Nelson Mandela. In 1990, Nelson Mandela became the second non-citizen and first non-Indian recipient of Bharat Ratan, which is the highest civilian award of the Republic of India. Other famous people that have been conferred upon with the award include Abdul Kalam and Mother Teresa. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I will admit I threw this together last minute today because I was on vacation. But when I saw that 1990 Gen X, Nelson Mandela, we need a little bit of that in the world right now. We need a little bit of, a little less separation is what we need.
You know, yeah. I don't even know what to say.
I don't know how we fix it at this point.
We don't. We can't.
I don't think we will. No. I feel like it's just going to continue to get... I mean, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but it sure does feel like the robots are taking over and neighbor is fighting neighbor, and I'm just waiting for the locusts and the floods.
4 horsemen to show up.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's close. So,
I mean, birds are dropping out of the sky currently here from bird flu. And I know, I was really, as an aside, I think we all know I'm a weirdo. There has been a dead bird over in an area near where I walk the dog for close to a year now, that I have been keeping my eye on it.
What?
To decompose so that I, in fact, can have its skull.
Oh.
Right. So let nature do its work.
Well, I guess there aren't any predators around where you are that would...
We have fox.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Surprised it didn't get snatched up.
I know. That's why I have been watching it. And then the other day, I went to have a little looky-loo to see how... Because I don't want to touch it because I have a bird at home and I don't know how it died.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure all of its self was gone.
Right.
So I looked the other day. I don't know where the head went, and it had hardly anything left on it. I don't know where the head went. And I've seen the rest of the body, but the fucking head is the part I fucking wanted because I think it's a crow.
Somebody else has been watching that bird for a year.
I know. And I was like, who? Because there's only like 3 of us that go over there. I'm very upset about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like 6 months ago, I thought I lost it. But then I found it again. Like it was under some leaves. So I'm hoping that maybe it's just... I'm very distressed about it. Because you can, for those who go to these oddity shows, most of this shit is ethically sourced.
Right.
Because it's roadkill.
Right.
Where people gather it up and then either bury it in their yard and let bugs
nature take its course.
Or they help it along with various different methods.
Right.
Well, I was just letting, and I guess I should have just
put it in a plastic bag.
Put it a cage over it or something. I don't know, but I'm sad now because I have been watching this damn skull. Now it's gone.
Damn it. That would have cost you like $50 at the oddity show.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You could have put a cute little hat on it.
That's the whole plan of it.
I'm so sorry.
I was going to put like the whole
could have made a friend
plague doctor look on it, and it was going to be so cute. Aww. And now a year's worth of watching is just going down the tubes. The rest of it's there, but it's not decomposed enough so I can touch it.
Right.
I can't touch it yet.
Can't touch it.
I can't touch it. We got a real bird flu issue happening around here.
Can't touch it.
And I have a bird. Also, speaking of birds, my eagle couple that I watch, you know, they had laid eggs.
They had.
And then the ravens got them.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
They had laid 3, right?
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were away, I guess.
Date night.
I guess. And the ravens got in and caused damage. And then yesterday, the male shadow showed up at the nest with a raven.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And they have been like seriously fortifying the net. They think she's going to lay another set because they have been like refortified. They've really been working the last few days very hard on building the walls back up and stuff. And yeah, he showed up with a raven yesterday.
I love it.
Yeah. Like, fuck all of it. So they think he was
He's going
doing
to put it on a stake outside of the nest.
Well, yeah, to show the other.
Warn you. This is what you get. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, though.
Yeah. It was sad. I was sad about it, but
yeah,
it's nature's way.
It is. Ravens got to eat too.
It's the way of.
So
the
do
world.
they? This may be a dumb question, but do they go in there to eat the eggs, or do they just go fuck around in the nest and bust stuff up?
They ate them.
Okay,
they break them open and ate.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a squirrel named Fiona. They named Fiona that comes in, and they had been concerned about her last year with the eggs because they'll steal the eggs, but she didn't bother them. She came in a couple of times, but they came in back before, and then I think she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not gonna."
They have really big beaks.
Yeah, so she would come and like steal whatever food they had, remnants of of things.
Yeah, scraps.
So hopefully, she will lay another. They are hopeful that she will lay another clutch, but. Yeah, it was very sad. It was very devastating. I came across it. I knew she had laid the eggs, and I was like,
I did know that.
It's time for Shadow and Jackie watch, and da-da-da-da. And then I saw like breaking news on it, and I was like, oh no, it's too early for them to not hatch. And then they showed the video of the crow or the ravens on there, and yeah.
Oh gosh, they have the murder on video.
Yeah.
Yikes.
They got a lot of murder videos. There was another Eagle Cam somewhere that a group of kids at a school were keeping, watching because, it's cool. And I guess one of the eagles dropped a kitten in the nest for the babies to eat. One of the kids
There's actually a documentary called Do Not Fuck with Cats. Yeah. Did you ever watch that one?
No, I heard it's horrible.
It's god awful, and I hate myself for watching it. I did not expect to see what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not.
If you haven't watched it, people out there, and I love me some gruesome dead and all that good stuff, but it is awful. Don't watch it.
Well, thank you for bringing us some sunshine.
Yeah, just a reminder that we do cycle through this kind of stuff.
Can't
and
read all
he
the
did
time.
make a difference. I'm sure racism, well, obviously it's still raging there because this just happened a few decades ago. And
yeah, they still have
we haven't had
issues.
slaves for a very long time. And this country still hates people that aren't white. So,
yeah.
But, but there are good people in the world who do want to make a difference. And it's surprising he lived till 90.
Yeah.
After
all that.
Yeah. Assassination, mostly assassination. I'm surprised it didn't happen.
Yeah.
A black man speaking his mind. What? Yeah. So, but yes.
Just a gentle reminder that the midterms are coming up. And we can enact change from the ground up.
Yes.
Start local.
Yes.
That's where it starts.
Yes, you are only one vote.
Yep.
And you don't think that you make a difference. But if we all were like, if we go vote.
If we all voted in the last election, maybe we wouldn't be in the position that we're in.
That is true. Because we know that the people who feel very strongly about keeping all this suppression and hate in our country are going to go vote. We know they're going to go vote.
And let's be truthful. They're dying.
Yeah.
They are dying.
Yeah.
They're moving out. We're losing them. Most of them. A lot of them. Unfortunately, people don't know how to think for themselves and don't get it.
It's wild.
It really is.
I mean, I just can't fathom how somebody watched that man die at the hands of ICE with 6 gunshots and can say he deserved it. You could clearly see the gun in the back of his pants and see the ICE guy go in and take it. He never, ever put his hands on his gun.
You don't get to say you can't bring a gun to a protest when you stormed the motherfucking Capitol with guns.
That's one thing I'll give the NRA. They were pissed.
Yes.
They were like, no, he could have that gun.
They did. They did come to the defense.
Yep.
And I was sure that was going to be like a line in the sand. And you know what? I think kind of it is, because they're leaving Minnesota. And I think the NRA, maybe that's what it takes the NRA to get pissed off.
Well, they are huge funders of the Republican Party. So,
and I don't know. Maybe when you bring the NRA, maybe that's what you need to do.
Maybe the NRA is actually the ones running our country.
I mean,
which isn't a joke. I really think that might be the case.
There's nobody. The lunatics are running the asylum at this point.
Exactly.
It's just.
I have to say, I've seen it a ton of times, and I'm sure everybody has, but my favorite meme right now is the stupidest person on the planet and the president of the United States should not be the same person.
No. No. And can we just, for 1 second, we're burying it at the end so that I don't get in trouble, but you cannot say that nobody else does your social media, post a horrifically racist video, and then turn around and say, oh, it wasn't me.
Yeah. We've heard you
Fuck
talk.
you.
You write exactly the same way you speak. Unless you are just dictating and they are writing word for word what you're saying, then maybe.
How does it get through that many people? How does it stay up for 12 fucking hours?
Yeah, I could not believe that Obama AI picture.
I mean, I can, because...
I mean, I can, but why are we at this place? That's okay.
I don't know how we got here.
Where has the class and the manners and the dignity and the respect gone?
I don't know. They went with Kid Rock, I guess. Ball with the ball. Bang a bang. Diggy diggy. That's English.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyhow, before I get myself into too much trouble.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, thank you so much.
You can find us all the socials. You can find us wherever you listen to the podcast-a-roonies.
Yeah.
We have a website.
We do.
www.likewhateverpod.com. Minus some W's.
Maybe.
Give it a go. See what happens.
Yeah.
You can send us an email about which rich and famous all-inclusive resort you'd like to send us to likewhateverpod@gmail.com, or don't like whatever.
Whatever.
Bye.
Bye.